now riding with the Werehog. And now I want to, show you all, Cnet, which is, Sonic games that are on, Cnet. This is my second take recording this. I'm just getting up, so my voice may not be the best, but yeah, there's a lot of Sonic games that are on this site that I feel like a lot of people really don't talk about as much. When it comes to like some of the older 3D Sonic games that you see here, with one of the greatest 3D Sonic games of all time, and some of the classic 2D Sonic games, even some 2D Sonic fan games, But yeah, this site here, I downloaded. This site has a significant, role in me finding out about, Sonic and playing the games and stuff like that. Like, I found out about this Sonic game right here. If I can like zoom in on this picture here, I found out about this greatest 3D Sonic game here by playing it on this site, by downloading it from this site and playing it from this site, the trial version, that is, when I was in the 5th grade, and that's how I found out about this game, and I can say the same for, when I get to it. But yeah, like, I think this just hosts a demo though. I don't know about the full version, but yeah, like, man, this site here just it got me into like the Sonic. It got me into Sonic like 100%. Like, if Ultimate Flash Sonic wasn't enough, this did everything. Like, this did it, So I got a lot of memories from this site here. So I think you can still play this, if I'm correct though, like on modern computers. I know some older games on this site do not work with, Windows 10 or 11, but back then I was using Windows XP because, I grew up during the 2000s, so, like, I was able to experience, the 2000s of the internet back then and stuff like that. So, but yeah, if you type in Sonic though, let me just, punch it in right here, and scroll down, you can see a load of different Sonic games. Some of them say paid. I never bought a full game from this site, so I can't say whether it's legit or not, but I'm assuming it would be. But I only downloaded like the trial versions of some of these games from this site. I never tried the trial version of Generations, but I did try the trial version of Adventure DX, also when I was younger at the time, on the Windows XP, that is, back in the 5th grade. So that's how old that you could say that I am. Well, I'm not that old, but I grew up during that time back then. So, but yeah, you got a lot of these Sonic games on this site. Now I get everyone can just use Steam, or you got a console, you can just play the games on there. But this is just like during the 2000s and during the Flash gaming era, like all these sites with these different games on them was like crazy, especially back then, the mid to late 2000s, during that time. So, but yeah, you even got CD, the trial version on this, if you want to download it. Now, some of these games, again, I don't know if they work, or some of these are older games, and some of these are also fan games, like what you see here, like Robo Blast or Sonic Smackdown, so, or even Sonic After the Sequel and stuff like that. This right here is a classic Sonic style fan game that I also played during the 5th grade back then, like around the late 2000s on Windows XP. It's called Sonic the Hedgehog Adventure 3. This basically takes the form of the classic games like Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and just make a little fan game out of it, and that's also why, I have a lot of memories for this classic Sonic fan game right here. A lot of people really don't talk about it because I don't think a lot of people even know about this, I don't think this works on, again, modern Windows though at all. I think this only works on Windows XP, so that's how old I am, and that's how old this is basically. So, if I want to make that sense, but I'm not that old though, so just want to clarify that. This Sonic the Hedgehog Adventure 3. I think this is Sonic the Hedgehog Adventure 2, but all these take after the classic Sonic games and just put them into a short fan game package. And that's how, I played some of these older, 2D Sonic classic fan games during that time. But yeah, man, so I got a lot of memories when it comes to Sonic and this exact site right here, like for real, you know. I think there was a fourth one too, but I don't think it's on this site anymore though. Like Sonic the Hedgehog Adventure 4, but I think they took it down, you know. But yeah, you got all these Sonic games on here, man. You know, and if you're younger, you know, you don't got your own computer or nothing like that, or you know, you're using the school computers or whatever they use. I don't even know if they even still do that nowadays, but you know, man, this is you know, if you don't got a lot of resources, you know, you just want to play Sonic games, you know, I think this site can give you a lot. You know, there's also another site for like a lot of Sonic fan games. I think it's called Game Jolt. Yeah, that's a good site as well that I know of. So you can download a lot of demos from that site as well. But this is also a good alternative to that, in my opinion, as well. So you know, it's just I don't know like how many of these actually work or not. You know, especially these days. You know, so. But yeah, just want to make this quick video because like this was my childhood back then, man. You know, just downloading Sonic games from this site, the trial versions of Heroes and Adventure 1, and playing them really, you know. And that's how I did it, you know, back then, and that's what got me into the 3D Sonic games. And you know, I fell in love with Adventure 1. I fell in love with Heroes. You know, I think those are the two highest standard of 3D Sonic games to me personally. I know this is all subjective, but you know, that's how I feel about it in my mind. You know, so but yeah, Sonic games on Cnet. You know, if you don't know about it, you know, and you know you want to look into it, check it out. You know, you can. You know, again, I don't know how much of these actually work. You know, but I don't think it causes like any like viruses or nothing like that if you download some of these games. At least I don't think it is. I never did like back in the day when I used to download games from this site. So you know, but yeah, yeah, there's a lot of fan games on this site as you see here. I don't even know what this even is, but you know what I mean. But I'm pretty sure if I was a kid doing playing it, I would have had a lot of fun though. I know that, you know, back then, but I never played this back then, so this must be like a newer one, you know. So got Sonic CD. I guess this is like the phone version you can download for Windows 10, I guess. I never played the phone version of CD, so I don't know how, you know, again, how well this works, but you know, they're all on here, you know. Again, the only trials I downloaded from this site is the original GOAT, which is Adventure DX. You know, just playing it, you know, for hours and hours back in elementary, you know, Windows XP, you know. But I think this still does work on the modern Windows, but I don't know how well it would scale to like modern monitor resolutions and all of that. So, but yeah, this is how I first experienced Adventure 1, do this trial version, you know. And I don't even know how many people actually even played the trial version of this game on PC back in the 2000s or late 2000s like I did back in the 5th grade, you know, man. So all this is just taking me back, you know. And this site still looks like mostly the same from back then, you know. Obviously it's more modernized, but you know, it looks kind of similar to how I did on Windows XP for those of you who haven't, I guess, been able to grow up on Windows XP. So, you know, even got Sonic Frontiers on here, I guess. I don't know how legit this is, but you know, it's a paid version, but again, I can't clarify or, you know, confirm whether this is legit or not though. So here we got Sonic Shadow Generations on here, but this is how I experienced Adventure 1 through the trial version, and how I experienced the other greatest 3D Sonic game of all time, which is Heroes, you know. So I think that's what got me into the series, you know, playing these games here. But I think that's all I want to say about this site though. Let me actually go back to the other greatest Sonic game of all time, which is this game. Again, trial version. Again, this is how I first experienced this game back in the 5th grade, you know. So, but again, downloading this now, I don't know how, you know, this will scale well on modern Windows, but yeah, that's all I gotta really say for this video. I just wanted to really shed some light on the Sonic games on Cnet, you know, because I don't think a lot of people really talk about them like that, you know, so, or talk about them on this site, you know, like that. So, but I think that'll be it. Let me go to the DX trial version. This one, leave it on this right here, I guess. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. I still gotta upload, you know, my redo of Sonic 1, so I can go on and do Sonic 2 or whatever the case may be. So I can go on and do that. Yeah, I don't think there's much more I can really say that I can think of to say right now. I just want to shed light on these Sonic games on this site. Really, that's all I really wanted to do. You know, that's all I really wanted to do. So, I guess with that being said, though, I just want to make this video very short. You know, very short. As you know, you've been writing. I am the Werehog, and we ride. Should check out this site if you want to, you know, if you want. A lot of Sonic history on this site, in my opinion, from the late 2000s, if you didn't grow up in that era. So, we out.